Okay. Hi, Swati.
Hey, Jajan.
Hi. Thank you for accepting this interview. So this channel is my parenting story, which I ask your parenting stories, and in general, we just wanted to learn from your parenting stories or child education. So we don't really have a format or such, but it's more of a conversation about your side of a story, your side of successful parenting story, or something that was challenging for you. So we just wanted to share, and I want to learn your story, basically. So yeah, to begin with, could you share about tell us about yourself and how many kids you have? Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah,
My name is Swati, and
yeah.
I've so far been working for about 19 years now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I have two kids, two boys actually.
Two boys. Okay.
Boys, one is 18 now, and the other one is 14. So big boys.
Oh, so 18 years old is already in college.
Yes, he's in
Wow.
college.
Okay.
He,
So
uh,
is he
he's
staying with you or?
no, he's in. I'm in California, and he's in Chicago actually.
Oh, come on.
He's
Okay.
studying computer engineering in Chicago, and
Oh,
my little one is in ninth grade.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, he's doing good, and I was pretty cranky after he left, and I used to.
Okay. You miss him.
Yes, I don't know what I was cranky about, but I think it's the way I show it to people. So every person is different, right? I mean, the way you show your emotions depend on how cranky you are versus how quiet you are.
I mean, when did he leave? Was it this year or? Hang on. So we have some connection issues here.
Side. Okay, yeah, I think.
Okay, we got some. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was married when I was so I'm going back to my little bit of history, introducing
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
I was married. I My education was in my bachelor's was in computer science,
Oh,
and
okay.
I um, I came to US after I got married. Immediately after 1 month. So I was married when I was around 19, and I had kids after that, and yeah, I was pretty young when I had kids, so it was all like, everything. My son, when my newborn was born, that was very hard for me. My mom was here with me. That
Oh,
was
okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
he taught me so many things, and being me young, taking care of kids was a little harder.
Yeah.
But as they grow, I started learning them from themselves. Actually, my kids taught me how to raise them. I have two boys, but both of them are really different from each other.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's
okay.
one instruction will not work on both. So
Oh, okay.
it's definitely like I have to be very quiet when I was talking to my second one, but my elder one, I can be myself. It's like I
Oh,
can,
okay.
any tone I tell him in anything, he would definitely do it. He will never question back. But my little one, it won't work like that. I have to go back, quiet, calm myself, and then come back. It's
It's
two
just
different.
different personality.
It's
Could be like a father
personality.
or mother side of
Exactly.
personality. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it is pretty, both are very quiet kids, I can say. I mean, I didn't have to really work on them, but there were definitely challenges on, things like when my son was little, my little one was little, he used to talk a lot at home. Then he completely stopped talking when he went to school.
Oh,
So, yeah, so that was very scary for me. And
okay.
then I started talking to so many people. I even spoke to his daycare instructor, teachers, asked for help, and then they started working with him. Then within like 1 month, that they started working with him, I used to get the other. He's talking too much in the class now. It's like,
Good. Good. So,
yeah, that was. I mean, I
oh,
couldn't
so
understand what it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
on what was causing him. I thought because my little one, if you look at him, right, he's a perfectionist. He will
Oh,
not do anything until he's completely confident.
I see. So he
So
has his own personality, like, okay,
exactly.
yeah,
And we used to talk our mother tongue at home. And
okay,
when we introduced directly to go to school and everyone talks in English in school,
yep,
he was like completely shut down. What kind of language are they talking? He knows that it is English, but
yeah.
he was not sure.
Oh,
He
so it
was not confident.
was the language kind of a
Yeah,
issue, or okay, I see.
was language. So
I see.
once he learned that language, picked up all the words, then that's it. Nobody could stop him.
Okay, so it was the same as home is so active and
Exactly. Yes.
okay, I see.
So that is, I didn't know that it was.
Oh, okay, so that's, yeah, that could become like when yeah, when like a foreign sort of immigrant coming in, and when they're younger age, right, they just use their
Exactly.
own mother tongue at home. And
Right.
yeah, I think I can see my kids did a similar thing in the, yeah, in the early age. Then when they get, okay, got it.
Exactly. Yeah. To
Okay, we have some
yeah.
connection issues.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. I
so
think my
we're good.
connection.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like I felt that it is confidence issue. Then so whatever I used to deal with him, I
Okay.
used to make sure that this guy is confident in doing that.
Oh, okay.
Instead of pressing him in that direction,
Hmm.
I will make sure that he can do it.
I see.
Then
So
it
okay.
that to,
So
yeah,
as his personality, so you kind of
exactly.
help him to get, okay, he feel confident about doing certain things, and you kind of encourage or provide an environment for him to be confident on things. Okay, I see.
Exactly. That's what I mean. That was step one for me because I couldn't understand my kid what's going on. He's very talkative. Suddenly, he steps out of house and he gets into different mode.
I see.
There is something called selective mutism, which is another. It comes into autism spectrum.
Okay,
I thought he was into that, but when I spoke to the doctor, he said no, there is no way that he can be into this because
I
he
see.
does not check box any of these things.
Okay,
Confidence issue. Then that's where I got hints from his teachers, doctors, and everybody. And then it was the case that he was lacking confidence. So
so
that
what age that what do you think it was? It's like
uh, this is 4 years.
4 years, I see. So the early age of that, those kind of support from from you definitely helped them kind of gain.
Exactly.
I see that those are the important aspect, and then you kind of continue on
Right.
matching his personality to continue, and then now he's confident.
Oh
But you
yeah.
have yeah, okay.
But to get to know that point was
Yep,
very it was very stressful for me.
I see.
Yeah. Even I was a young mother and I don't know what is happening to my kid. Teacher sends the note and I used to be really in a state where I couldn't sleep for some days actually.
I see. Because you're, oh yeah, yeah,
Because I couldn't understand.
I
And in
see.
the same way, and there is another thing which I was really worried about when I was raising my kids. I mean, because these were new to me.
Okay,
My kid has imaginary friends. This my little one.
okay,
So I did not understand that concept. I coming from India, I never heard about imaginary friends,
okay.
right? I mean, it is
I
very
I
it
oh,
is
is
very
it?
common in US.
I see.
I
I'm not even aware of that. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
let me tell you what happens
yeah.
is so basically your kid starts
Okay. So there's some
talking,
communication.
sitting
Yeah.
in one place, and he starts talking to some people who doesn't to him.
Okay. And there's some connection issues.
Is that my connection, Jajin? Or
I'm not sure. But we can just continue. Yeah. Now it's back. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, in this condition, what happens is your child will sit in one place and talks to people who is not around, right?
Okay. Yep.
You will see him talking, but there is no one around.
Hmm.
So he even have the names for them. He named them Dishwar and War,
Okay.
and I don't know where the names came from.
Okay.
And he knows what colors they like. He knows what snacks they like. And every day morning he gets up. If I give the snack for him, he will also ask for the snack for them. He'll only
Really?
wear, yes, he'll only wear the colors they like. I was freaked out. Trust me. He used
Okay.
to.
Okay.
I thought this guy has gone mad. Like there is no. And he used to sit on the stairs, and when I was walking, he said, "How can you walk? They're sitting there." It's like super hard for me to digest this. That
Okay.
so
So
it was
that is a pretty common
that's
sort of.
very common. So immediately I took appointment from doctors again. When then she started, oh, what's the name of your friend? Said, I'm so worried. Why is this doctor not?
Not worried about it at all. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, something new
Thank
that I learned
God.
today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I was going crazy, and he said it's a good thing your child has lot of his IQ is good. This is good. Sometimes this happens. Don't try to drive away the friends from him. He'll get out of it as soon as he starts the school. He was like 2.5 years old actually.
Okay. So that time, so did it kind of went away or
Yeah,
just kind of
they started to come at 2.5.
okay.
Yeah, so they were there with him for almost 7 months.
I see. And
So
then
I started putting, because he had this allergies and he used
mhm,
to get wheezing with the allergies. I kept him away from daycares for first 3.5 years. But with this episode coming, I started sending him school when he was 3.5.
I see.
As soon as I started sending him to school, within 3 months, they vanished actually. I
Okay.
couldn't believe doctors saying that they will go away once he starts the school. I was not at all confident that and because it was growing. I mean, every day he used to have more and more needs for his friends,
I see.
right? Some days I used to console myself, this is okay, this is going to go away, but that was very stressful. I think a lot of other moms would definitely, if they see this, it happened to me, so no panic. It
Yeah,
will.
that's super good information
Yeah,
there. I didn't even know about that one. Okay.
yeah, it
So
does. So
don't be freaked out. It's common.
it's
Yeah.
common. Yes, they
Okay.
will go away. So yes, that was one thing. And in every aspect, I started to learning my kid more and more.
Okay.
And then but my elder one, again, he's like, he used to look at my eyes and he used to understand me. He's a very soft.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I don't have to do any work on him. He used to eat his own lunch, he used to eat his own dinner. If I gave him anything in lunch, he used to, if I
Yeah.
don't eat, my mom will be upset. She will think that she didn't cook well. He was he used to think a lot more things than that. I mean, I actually keep worrying about him that he's too soft, that he has to be a little harder. But even now, he is still on that. I think it's genes that you get.
And he like understand you very well, like
Yes,
from the
yes.
sense of situation or the I don't know. There's some
Yeah, I think
facial expression and all.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
my, if I'm mad, he'll
He
even
kind of
the way I'm talking, or if I'm looking upset, he will know something is wrong with my mom.
okay, and then he
It's
kind of
like he knows
figure out how no what to act and on based on this what
exactly
is
how
it.
to live, exactly what
Wow.
and how can I help. And this I want to share this. Last year we were all working from home and
Oh yeah, the COVID and yeah,
crazy work. So
yeah.
my habit is, if I start working, right, I forget to eat or drink my tea or coffee.
Okay.
So he used to have his break at 10:15. Though he comes down, he makes breakfast for him and also breakfast for me. And he'll make sure I eat. Mommy, you eat
Oh
first.
really?
So
Oh,
it
oh,
was,
that's
yeah,
amazing.
it's,
Yeah.
it's very sweet of him that he took care of me. I didn't take care of him. It's the other way.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's but I made sure that from the age of 9 I started making them more independent. I make them do their own omelette, make your toast your bread, toast your bagel, do make your own breakfast.
Okay, so it's about nine-ish.
From
You
9
make
I started.
yeah.
I used to be with them, but I made sure that they are more independent in serving themselves breakfast on whatever they have.
I see.
And
So is
now
it
I don't even help them. I mean, even my 14-year-old, I don't have to do anything for breakfast. He does his own breakfast.
I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mine is 13. I'm still making breakfast for her. So maybe I don't
It's,
know. But I think
it's
that's
like, Yeah.
So that's the time. So there should be some point where kids starting doing some chores or being
Exactly.
independent. They can
Yeah.
feed themselves. They don't have to wait for parents to come. I think that's
Yeah.
the. So-
Exactly. So I think I was brought up that way where I was from little bit, I can say middle to, I'm not from middle class, but a little bit more
uh,
than middle class
okay.
family. Even though we had maids and everybody, my mom used to make us do our own chores, basically.
Okay.
So even from when I was 9 year old, she used to make me do some things which she thinks that you should learn this. Not just me, my brother, my sister, everybody has gone through the same thing. So I think I got into the habit of, I don't believe in getting everything in front of them and uh, taking care of them. I mean, I get scared sometimes. What if something goes wrong with me and
Or they get burned by the, I don't know, I don't know.
I
Uh,
mean,
uh,
more than taking care of them, I was worried what if I'm not functional someday? What will happen to them?
oh, I see.
I didn't wanted any of those things to happen to them.
I see.
I mean, I think my mom felt the same way because she used to tell me that, okay, I may be here, I may not be here. You should be ready for anything.
I
I
see.
don't know, it was tough parenting. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. So
So
yeah, they can be independently, right? Feed
small things. I
themselves.
mean,
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
at least feeding yourself, you shouldn't
No.
depend on your parents. I had sister, brother who used to. I mean, I was very, very, very lazy person. Like I can say, I used to because I was very close to my dad, and my I was my dad's pet. So whatever
Okay.
brother they want from me, they used to come to me for recommendation.
Oh,
So
okay. Can you
I
tell that? So
and I used to take that as an advantage. If you do that tomorrow, I'm going to do this for you.
okay, that's the negotiation going on there.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I mean, we had very good, my sister and my brother, they used to treat me really like a small, even now they treat me like that. So
Is it
it is very nice in a way where I didn't had any kind of, uh,
conflict with so
exactly.
how's your two sons relationship?
Oh, they fight a lot, but you
Okay,
know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
If I say anything to my little one, even little bit about the homework, my elder one comes into picture. He didn't mean that, mommy. You know what he's doing? You should go check his grades. He's doing very good.
Oh, so
It's like
you defending him? Okay.
they can they can fight a lot, but I cannot say any term to any of it. Even in the phone, if my son calls, if my voice is little loud, usually my little one never cares. But
Okay.
if it's little loud, he'll come from anywhere in the house. Are you
Okay.
talking to he calls his brother Anna? Are you talking to Anna? Are you yelling at him, mommy? No,
Oh.
I'm not yelling. It's like they protect them so much that
Wow.
yeah, it's like amazing. I mean, I can see that because I came from the same relation, right? I used to protect my sister, they used to protect me. It's the same way between these brothers, and it's amazing the relation between them. If you really see them, it's like a war between them. They
Yeah. So
together.
definitely, I mean, it's not. It comes naturally, I guess. They see you, you and your aunties, and all your siblings are getting together so well,
Yeah,
and that is something that is so natural for them to be sort of close to
exactly.
each other. So
Yeah,
those are some good influence where, like, okay, it's like same as like father and mother has a very good relationship. The
yeah,
kids kind of gets that and then follows that. I think that's
yeah.
great.
Yeah. I think even my husband and his brother, they are very close to each other.
I see. So
So it's like they're always in a phone. Like, at least in a day, they talk to each other at least for 1 hour. I don't know what they talk, but they do talk.
okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's like they're very close to each other. And my both my kids, they don't call each other that much, but they are very close to each other.
I think that's what they're gonna happen when they grow up, right? So it's like they're living in
Yeah,
a different place and then care for each other.
yeah.
Wow, that's very amazing. Yeah, I think that's definitely an influence from parents'
Yeah.
side. I think that's the
I
important
think
part.
so.
Yeah,
It's inbuilt nature and always surroundings where you come from.
yep,
That is going to help them on, for anything we think that we are not passing on them anything, but the way
Just the way, yeah.
day-to-day activities, they learn so much. Recently, I'll give you one example.
Okay.
I picked up my son from school, and then I dropped him, and he said that he's going to come with one of his friends to drop him to one of the activity. Then I took
Okay.
bagels for both and juices for both, but another person added, right?
Hmm.
So there were only two juice bottles, and
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
what my son is, he gave that to his friends basically.
Oh, really?
It's like he did not even think for a minute, mommy, I'm good with water.
Wow.
It's like we think that we don't pass on anything, but they do get these things from us, on where you're coming from, what kind of sharing you do. I mean, even back in India, that's how my mom used to teach, that if somebody is with you,
To
you should
giving,
take care of,
to
yes,
give them.
yeah, you take
I
care
see.
of them first, and that
Yeah.
these are the things they automatically pick up. It's the vibe in the house that they usually tend to pick up, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's a natural thing. So
Yeah.
if there's a lot of conflict in the family, that is also natural for them. So then there can be conflict. I'm gonna say,
Conflict, more and more
I
conflicting.
see.
Yeah, there are days where they also get upset, and I know when they are upset, I can read the face. I mean, when he's really sad, then I'll ask him if he wants to talk. Do you want to talk about it? And he says, no, there is nothing to talk. Then I leave him. I don't press on him. What happened? Why this happened? Then after by end of the day, he'll definitely come. Especially my elder one, he'll definitely come by end of the day. You know what, this happened. Maybe I'm wrong, blah blah blah. Then I'll tell him, you know what, this happened to me when I was little. This was exactly where I was, but there you are not at fault. But good
Wow.
that you told me. It's like the talk which you give to them. You first thing is, you need to understand them before, there is something called in Amazon, right? Earn trust.
Yes.
Trust,
Yes. So,
right?
yeah.
So that is very critical for us with our kids.
I see.
Your kids need to understand that, whatever I do, my mom is going to understand me. And in parenting, we assume that, okay, they are my kids, they
They
trust.
will. They will definitely. No, that's not.
No,
Yeah.
no,
You.
no,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not true. We
Yeah.
need to earn that.
I see.
We need to sit with them. Sometimes it is very, I mean, we are also human, right? We also have
Yes.
emotions, and we need to hold off onto what kind of situation you are, and try not to, show your emotion right away when something goes wrong. It is hard.
I
We
see.
will blast out. 10% of the time, every parent will blast out. But again, you need to tell them, you know what? I was in a bad mood. This is
Okay.
happening.
Explain to them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
I'm
be
really
honest.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
Saying sorry is also very important. I mean, when I was growing up, my mom never said sorry to me.
Yeah.
Right? But that won't work with the kids here. I mean, I felt they are also they also think that they are like grown-ups, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they come to 9, 10 years old, you will see that they want to be treated like big boys
Yeah.
or big girls.
And
So if you give the treatment that way, do you like this? Can I do this for you? Instead of right away doing it for them, can I do it for you? Do you like this? And thank you when they do something good for you, or sorry when
okay.
you're really sorry. That will, I think that helped me a lot,
I see.
understanding them, saying them sorry, thank you. I know it sounds too formal, but they do open up a lot to you, when at least in my case, I felt that.
Yeah. I mean, they feel that is truthful, right? So you're just saying sorry versus, I mean, you just you
Yeah,
don't say sorry at all. It's more of authoritarian. So I'm above you, and I don't say sorry to you.
yeah,
But here's what I think. But you kind of put yourself down. Okay, I
exactly.
am sorry what I did because this is hurting to you, and you be honest
Right.
with them. I think that's
Yeah,
definitely
I think
resonate.
it's they can read us basically. If you're honest, they will pick it up. It's like, my mom is not saying some random things. She is telling from her experience. You know what? I can tell, if I share one thing, he'll share two things with me.
Mm,
It's like
okay.
yeah. So when he's upset, I keep telling him stories on, I did this, my mom was upset with me, but you know what? This happened after it. And then he starts sharing. you know what, I did this. And my little one is very hard. He is like a personality where, nothing can shake him basically.
Okay, okay.
So he'll say, okay. Then I say, sorry, good mommy, you're sorry. It's
Wow, okay.
okay,
Apology
but
accepted.
yeah, exactly. That's what I think. That there is so much difference in the personalities. But again, it definitely works on him too. Sometimes when he says he does something, or when he does not tell us when he gets the grade. I mean, sometimes when he does not do good in his subject, he
Mhm.
immediately doesn't tell us, right? He'll tell us next day.
Okay, definitely. Yeah.
Then he'll say, you know what, I'm sorry. I did not mean it on. I don't check, open their grades and check. I trust them. I tell them on face. I trust you. If there is
Mm.
something wrong, you're going to tell me. I
Yeah,
mean, it's trust but verify, right? I mean,
yeah,
sometimes we do confirm that they are doing good,
yep.
but on day-to-day basis, I don't go back and check.
Check every single sort of activity that they're
Yeah,
doing.
I want them to tell me that, okay, this went wrong. So far, it is working, but my little one sometimes he jumps off. He doesn't tell us, because he doesn't want to ruin his weekend. He'll come and tell me on Monday, Mommy, you know what?
Smart, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, then you know what? And he tells me and goes to school. Nothing will happen, right? By the
That's
time
right.
he comes down, I'm quiet, and then I will give him everything, but I'll definitely ask him, you know what? You should not do that.
I see.
So
Wow.
yeah.
Sounds like you're like having a very comforting sort of environment.
Yeah.
Everybody caring for each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, they kind of naturally got into them, and they kind of care for each other. But do you? I mean, but they're growing up in the United States, which is quite different from India.
Oh,
I think,
yes.
right? It's a
Yes.
different cultural background,
That's
and I mean, we respect their opinions. And did you have some sort of like conflict when they're going through the adolescent time, and they're tend to be rebellious, having
exactly.
some
Yeah.
attitude? And
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
did
So
how did you cope? Did you ever had those
yeah,
or?
I think the first time my elder one, he was okay until, I mean, he was always okay, but sometimes he used to snap out, right? Why do you care?
Oh, okay. So
Those
okay,
kind of statements. They used to come to me.
okay,
If you don't want to share, that's fine, but this is my job. I have to ask you. I know you don't like it,
okay.
but if you want to talk to me, you can come back to me. But I definitely want to know what happened in this scenario, right?
Yes,
Like something from school, or, I didn't get any complaints from him, but his behavior is rude sometimes.
yep.
This is, I mean, in anything, right? I mean, can you make your room or something?
Okay,
What is wrong with my room?
okay, okay.
Looks good to me. Looks good to me, right? I mean, those kind of things, not really anything from the outside world, but the anger, I can understand as he growing
Yeah.
up. I think he gets some mood swings or something. Sometimes when he's very upset with, I mean, we have 2 or 3 exams in one day. He's very stressed out.
Okay,
I
okay,
ask him. I mean, I know but sometimes we do forget, right? Sometimes we ask some random things. Can you do that for me? Then he gets snapped out.
okay. I see.
But I
And
mean,
I did all these things, and I why you keep
why are you asking
giving
me?
pressure? Yeah.
Look at other kids, they never do any chores, blah, blah, blah. He starts, right? It's like, then I just keep quiet. You know what? If you don't want to do it, I'm sorry I asked you. That's fine. You can go and do. I can. Then within 1 hour, he comes back. Sorry, mommy. Can I help you? Where can I help you?
I
It's
see.
like, it's he just needs some time. He will feel very bad that whatever response he gave to me, he thinks that I might have felt bad, so he immediately turns back.
Oh, he
So
has a okay.
he,
I see.
he's that kind.
You
But
feel sorry, right? So okay, I snapped it, but
yeah,
oh, it's my mom, and
exactly.
I know she might be hurt. Okay.
He cannot. He feels guilty immediately.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, but my little one is not like that.
Okay.
He never snaps out. The
Oh,
the only the only thing I get from is he stares at you. Whatever I say, he doesn't even blink his eyes. He just stares.
oh, wow.
It,
That's can be a little scary sometimes.
and I get so mad, JB. I cannot imagine. Like, I cannot do anything that time. Just walk away from there. I mean, I quietly walk away from that
Oh,
because
they're too sort of emotionally angry, so you just staring at you, just walk away, kind of.
No. When I says anything to
Yeah.
him, right, and I'm mad and yelling at him, he literally stares at me. He doesn't say a word to me. No good word, no bad word, nothing.
Just looking, the staring at you.
Just looking.
Okay.
Does not even blink.
Wow.
It's like, I get so mad. It's like, can you please go from here? It's like, then he'll nicely walk out from there if I say that.
Mm.
Then after a couple of hours, when I'm quiet, then I have to calm down. And if I ask the same question in a nicer way, he'll answer immediately.
I see. So he didn't like the way you asked the question.
Exactly.
Oh,
And he
okay.
stares at you. The only reaction from him is staring, which is really hard to take. You know, if somebody is yelling at you, you can take it. You
Oh,
can
but
respond back.
just staring at you.
Exactly. What is this guy doing? I mean, whatever you do, how many words you try to put it in his head, no reaction.
Wow.
He's like that from age of 3. Even now he's like that.
Wow. So that's his personality, and then how
Yeah,
he deal
yeah.
with this stress
So
and or anger or
he
something.
will do it only if he like it. No one can make him do anything.
Wow.
Yeah, so it is really complicated. You know what? I need to, most of the times he's very easy. He does things by himself.
Yeah.
So if he is not interested in doing something, but you want him to do,
That's
that
so tough.
I need to, you know, more than any of the preparation for any exams I would do, I would prepare that way. You know what? How am I going to convince this guy, right?
I see.
So that kind of thing. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's very independent. He does not need any help in academics, both the kids. So they study themselves, no tutoring required. But yeah,
Okay.
both of them. So it is very easy. It was very easy for me during, I mean, even during the college period, we didn't help him at all. He went ahead, chose
Okay.
the colleges. He only asked for the credit card. That's it.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
It's like, I need your card. And then when I asked him, you have to fill up these things, he interviewed me a couple of things. Where did you go to college? Where, I mean, that few questions, interview questions, and then he filled up his, nothing more than that. Very independent.
I
But
see.
yeah, I mean, when growing up, maybe because I didn't had, I mean, I was very, I think even now, I think I'm very, especially when my son left home,
Okay.
I was thinking I was very, I'm not emotional. I'm very strong woman,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's so damn wrong. I mean,
It's just, I mean, you were singing him for like 18 years and he's not
yeah,
here.
it's like,
Yeah.
and he told me, you know what, all my friends are saying the toughest part to go to college is there to see their moms crying, right?
Yeah.
And he said, why do you think I'm going to cry when you're in? If you don't, that will be easy on me, he said. Of course, I'm not going to.
Wow.
It was, but I didn't cry in front of him. But after he left, I was not a person for even 1 week.
Wow.
Whatever he used to like, I couldn't eat that. I mean, I used to miss him so much.
I see.
Yes,
I
yeah.
can definitely imagine.
Yeah. It was very hard on me. For some reason, maybe I was not prepared. I thought I kept saying, you know what, I'm strong. I don't think I'm going to feel bad. It's like
Well, no, don't go make it
I,
hurt.
I seriously felt that I'm strong, I don't need any preparation, but maybe talking to your kid that how you feel when they go away will at least save some of the things which I did to my husband. Poor guy, he had to go through a lot. Yeah, I was like, yeah, a
Yeah.
bit hard on both. I
Yeah.
mean, my son
So
and
yeah. So can you tell us how you and your kids' relationship, but how do you actually work with your husband to sort of like how is the relationship with your husband and kids, and how do you guys teach
yeah.
them and
So basically, if it is any academics related,
okay.
obviously they think that my mom doesn't know anything. So it's he does not even know what subjects are, like anything, right? They directly go to his dad.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
they'll sit with him, they'll talk to him. And if anything related to, how to convince their friends' parents, or anything they want to buy, or
Okay.
something fancy, anything related to their, luxury stuff, they'll come.
Okay. They come to you. Okay.
Mom can, easily bypass my dad, right? They know that.
Is overriding. Overriding is
And then when my husband asked him, "Well, how did you buy this?" Oh, my mom said I can buy. You can talk to her.
okay.
Your secretary.
That's a workaround right there.
It's like, yeah, she already gave me permission. It's like, then I started asking him, did you ask your dad? He said, yeah, if you say yes, then I'll go ask him.
Okay.
But they skip the second step, If I say yes, it is yes.
I see.
Yeah, it's always like that. And even my husband, if I think from they started, I think, talking around 3 years old. So he started making sure that, we both have one word. And it's like, don't fight in front of your kids. That's wrong. You
Okay.
should actually, they will also, if you are mad, you should talk to your husband on whatever frustration it is, but in a way where it won't affect your kids.
Okay. Not in front of them, like we're yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's suddenly that's something that, nothing should be sudden, right? Sometimes if I'm mad, I'll tell him I didn't like what you're doing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
kid should know that, okay, mom got mad at my dad. She didn't like it. Then sometimes he'll go and ask, you cannot do this to my mom. That's
Oh. Okay.
He used to tell my son used to tell me, you are bullying Nana. You cannot do that. It's like, it's like they do see things, and then they are asking questions. That's where we started to learn. Started to learn, me and my husband both. When we are cranky, they both start being cranky.
That's right. That's emotion.
Yeah,
Just kind of translate right away. Yeah.
yeah, right
Yeah.
away. And
Yeah.
then they are very quiet. If even if his brother is drops the pencil, we say, mommy is mad. Don't drop the pencil. She'll get mad. You feel so bad. That's where I think that's the first time I started thinking, is it worth working? I mean, am I really doing something to my kids where they should have fun versus they're trying to look at my mood and, do
Oh yeah, like what's
right?
happening? Yeah,
Sometimes your work stress really kills you and you act
definitely.
weird. Yeah, and you act weird. And I did that multiple times.
I
But
see.
yeah, but I am fortunate that my husband took it in a right way, and
It's very
he,
supportive. Yeah.
yeah, and then he used to divert the kids. But if I go back and change that, I recommend, if all the moms or dads, you have to leave the stress at work
I see.
and
And
come home.
don't bring it to the home.
Even if
Yeah.
you are with your kid for a couple of hours, make sure you are there. If you are not there, they are going to find out. What my son used to do when I was talking last 2 years was very stressful for us, right? Working from home.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It was yeah.
Crazy. We were working almost 12 hours.
Okay.
My son used to come to me, and then when he wants to ask a question, to wave a hand. Mommy, how many, how many fingers? And I said,
Oh.
then he'll ask me a question. Then it strike me, what am I doing?
Okay.
It's like, that was bad, right? I mean, it's, they know that I'm not listening. I said, yes, 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 go. And they know that I didn't listen to what they're doing.
I see.
These are some of the things which I want to fix, and I'm totally now fixing it.
I see.
I'm not doing that. If I talk to my kid, my laptop is closed, I am with them.
I see. I think that's very
Yeah,
important.
yeah, it is very important. Otherwise, with this current situations outside and kids coming out from this lockdown and all, they are also new to, again, mixing into social things, right? And
Yes.
if you cannot help them, it's going to be very hard.
Got it.
So I encourage him, get your friends over the weekend. Let's go out. Let's go to movies. Let's do play dates. Let's do sleepovers. So after so much of effort, last couple of weeks, he's getting his friends home now.
Okay.
I'm feeling really good that he's getting back into, the world where he can
Almost normal, like
exactly.
in the,
Otherwise, almost 1 year, he didn't get any of his friends. He only talks to the screen, just like us.
yes, yes,
All
yes.
friends are on the screen, nothing new, and that was driving me very crazy. On what are we doing? I mean, that's work is always there, right? You
Yeah.
may you may get good performance versus bad performance, but your kid is going to move out in 3 years.
Yes. That really hit you.
That performance will not give you anything. I mean, you
Yeah,
cannot get back the years you lose. I mean, I
exactly.
feel bad. I mean, I really, I felt that I would at least I would have one more year with my elder one, right? He walked out. Once they walk out, it's like always, right? I don't know if he's ever going to come back
Yeah.
and in the area or with us. I don't think it's possible.
Oh.
So yeah, very. If I think that way, it is very hard. So
Yeah.
I always say if any parents have or have college going kids, it's it's the time. I mean, don't regret later. So
Yeah.
things now, right? Save your regrets, enjoy the weekends, do movie nights, binge watch things. Nothing will go wrong with your kid if you binge watch something with him. No, no
Exactly.
rules. Don't ask them to sleep early by 10, 11. It's not worth it, right? There should be some fun moments with you. Your kids love it. Get
Yeah.
the popcorn at 11 p.m. for them. Do movie night. They are going to love it.
I see.
And we are not
And
going to force them, okay?
that's a fun memory that you're gonna
Exactly.
keep
And
it. Yeah.
they open up and they think that, okay, my parents are fun.
Mm.
And I even if it is 3-day weekend, my son wants to come home. I'm so happy. All my friends said, they ignore parents, they don't come home. But my son still wants to come home. But
Okay.
this first year they'll come back, second year they won't. Now I'm worried, but yeah, I don't think it's easy. Every kid is different. It's only us. We can make it work if we start understanding them.
Oh yeah, that's the important part. Yes,
Few
yeah,
situations you will
yeah,
know how they react. I mean, when they are stressful, you know how they react. When they are sad, you know how they react.
I
It's
see.
just we need to pick up the vibe, and no kid is same again.
I
You
see.
may
Yeah,
have to behave differently with each kid.
yeah. I
Give
think
it your
that's a good advice because there's so many good things you can do with your parents,
yes.
but if you don't understand your kids, there's no point. I mean,
There's no point. And one bad thing you do, my son still says me, you know what, when I was in third grade, I missed one homework and you didn't let me go to my friend's party.
because
He
of that.
wants that one thing. Seriously. They hold on to little things. You can't even imagine how little things they hold on to. My,
Wow.
my son is 18 now and he goes back to few things when he was little and he tells me it really, I mean, I don't really get emotional, but I feel sad.
That's
I,
right.
I could
Wow.
understand him that time, but I didn't know that he felt so bad.
Wow. Yeah,
My
there are things that we miss just hurting them. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And when
They
they
remember.
say it after they grow up, it's like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that, right? And he shared one experience with the babysitter where they both had one babysitter, and that babysitter was hard, very hard on them, it seems. Thank God I removed her in 20 days.
Oh,
But
okay.
it took me 20 days to understand that lady. But that 20 days, my elder son was only 5.5. Imagine his stress, right?
Okay.
Didn't like how he was, how babysitter was treating her brother. And when he told me after he grew up, then I was like, I mean, when if I tell you, will you believe me? He said. I was like, why wouldn't I believe him? It's like I was doing something where he thought that I don't believe him, right?
Mm.
It's like
Okay. Oh, okay. That he
because
must have got thought that way, right? So he,
exactly,
yeah.
my
So at
mom
some
is never
point,
going to,
yeah.
yeah. Even though you think that I trust my kid, I'm doing good with but they have something on you where, my mom is not going to believe this.
Let's see.
So their instinct thing is lie to us, right? Or
Yes. Yeah,
or they become quiet.
I see. Yeah,
So
then they're
I
not gonna
didn't-
open to you again.
exactly, and that I didn't know until after 7 years. Until my son complained about her. I'm glad he told me about her, because now I correct myself. Am I doing something where they, if we ask the same thing 2 or 3 times when they are stressed out, the instant thing is they are going to lie to us,
I see.
right?
I think
Because
that's natural. Yeah, I think it comes to
natural,
me as yeah,
even us, right?
yeah,
You're in such a stressful situation, even though you have not done something, you'll say, it's done, I'll get it to you tomorrow. But in real life, you will go and do it, but you might not have done it,
I see.
right? So
Yeah.
it's the same thing with them. We are inviting a lie from them.
I
It's
see.
like that's where I understood. Okay, I was thinking that my side, I trust I'm giving everything to my son, and but when this came out from him, I really felt bad. When he was so little, he had to keep so much for himself, and as a mom, I couldn't figure out. I mean, I figured out in 20 days, but that 20 days, I mean, that killed me so much. I mean, that
I
time I
see.
was like, now I tell all the young moms, you know what, observe these things.
That's right. Yeah, just yeah,
Observe
see
for
what they're
this
doing.
time.
Yeah,
Talk to your
how
son
the kids react
nicely.
to that. Yeah,
Yeah, give them some situations. What does your babysitter do in this situation? Some things, right? Try to get it from your kids. Just don't assume that everything is going well.
just going well. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm scared that something the same situation might happen to some other kid, right? I don't want that. It's like I try to tell as much as I can to
yeah.
any other moms. Yeah.
All righty. I think we can talk many hours about it in your stories.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, so I think we can wrap it up, and maybe we can have a part two, and I invite you one more time, and then we'll talk more about it. I mean, it's so good to hear your story. I mean, it's kids love you,
Yes.
you and both parents love them, and all the family. I mean, the one of the really best thing, I think, having a good parent relationship.
Yes,
Right
that
when
is
they
that.
grow up is such an important matter for them, and they care for each other. I think it's really good to hear, and I think
Yes, yes.
so. Yeah, so thank you for your story today, and
Thank you.
we
Thank
get a
you. Thanks.
little, yeah, we get a little emotional sometimes. We talk about the kids, right? So
It's same with all. I'm sure it is same with all the moms, but just I'm sharing mine how I was. So be
okay,
prepared for that. So yeah.
alrighty. Thank you so
Okay.
much for your time today, and I
Thank you.
definitely wanted to talk more. Let's do a
Yes.
part two. Okay, thank you so
That's good.
much.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, we'll talk
Bye.
to you later. Yeah.